Generally, an easement, that is, the right to use or enter onto another's land, can be appurtenant or engross. An easement appurtenant is a right that attaches to the land and transfers with the land if the land is conveyed. An easement engross, by contrast, is a right that's personal in nature between a grantor and grantee and doesn't transfer with the land if the land is conveyed. But what if the parties to an easement engross intend to make the easement transferable? The Maine Supreme Judicial Court considered this question in O'Donovan v. McIntosh. In 1987, John McIntosh purchased land in Falmouth, Maine, that was adjacent to the Fish family's property. In addition, McIntosh purchased an option on the Fish property. Following the purchase, McIntosh sold an option on his property and the option on the Fish property to Casco Partners, which sought to construct a subdivision on the Fish property. However, Casco didn't proceed with the subdivision and let both options expire. After the options expired, McIntosh sold his property to Susan Huggins by warranty deed and retained an easement across the property that would allow access to the Fish property. As to the easement, the deed stated that it was for the benefit of McIntosh and his heirs and assigns. The assigns were limited to those building or occupying the Fish property. Further, the deed incorporated a side agreement that would be binding on subsequent owners of the easement, where Huggins agreed not to oppose any development permit applications on the Fish property. In 1995, Timothy O'Donovan purchased the Fish property and 1 year later purchased McIntosh's easement. O'Donovan's company, Black Bear Development, then applied for approval to subdivide the land, but the Falmouth Planning Board suspended the application after a dispute arose regarding the transferability of the easement. Subsequently, O'Donovan sued McIntosh and Huggins in state superior court, seeking a declaratory judgment pertaining to the right to purchase and sell the easement. O'Donovan and McIntosh then filed a joint motion for partial summary judgment, arguing that the easement could be transferred to O'Donovan. However, Huggins objected to the motion and filed a cross motion for summary judgment, arguing that the easement wasn't assignable. The court granted Huggins's motion. O'Donovan and McIntosh appealed to the Maine Supreme Judicial Court.